Hey everyone, have I here bring a video on Dragon Ball Z Dokkan Battle. In this video, I have some thoughts on these upcoming EZAs on JP and what it could be leading to in Golden Week. So with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, comment below, do all that good stuff. Let's go ahead and dive right in. So we find out that part 2 of the God Topo celebration isn't a Universe 11 celebration. It is a special pose celebration. That's what we found out with these upcoming EZAs, and we found out during the preview and the data download that these are the EZAs we ended up getting because we were all waiting for LR Jiren, announcement, which I still think possibly can, but again, they're focusing a lot more on special pose. And this got me thinking, right? And I was like, man, primarily this unit here in the Int special pose youth leader in the Super Saiyan 3 Gotenks, right? The transforming Gotenks. This got me thinking because this unit here came out during Golden Week of 2020, and it was just like generally any Golden Week, it's a dual Dokkan Festival exclusive with Majin Buu. However, it's not EZAing at the same time. Now, we rarely, I don't say rarely, so we sometimes have units that come out in the same time, like dual Dokkan Fest, and EZA at different times, but a lot of them EZAs during the same kind of celebration. And it got me thinking here, I was like, okay, is this gonna lead into something for Golden Week? So before I dive into that, I'm not going to go over all the units here because again, some of these are actually really good, like the physical the Super Saiyan 2 Great Saiyan Man, right? That's a very, very interesting unit. And then the topo in and of itself, that in topo is actually very good as well. But I just want to focus on here because I want to talk about the Buu after this and my thoughts and my theory for how it's leading into Golden Week. So this unit, they did a good job on it, and that's what we're expecting now, is a very good job when it comes to EZAs, right? This is what we are looking forward to, and this is everything. All this stuff is dropping on the 9th for JP. And again, this is special pose, and special pose ended up being, again, the celebration here. So this is going to be 170, and then youth is going to be key plus 3 170 here. I'm still hoping that sooner or later they're going to boost these to 180, even that they're not LRs, because again, these are kind of, I don't say worthless, totally worthless, but it's not, of course, not a part of the 200% meta. They did do a good job here if you look at like the unit before all this, right? Not much here, and they did boost it up quite a bit because you're able to stack this greatly raised defense. Now, again, this is only a 3-turn stack, and you are going to transform here, but it's still a lot better than it was before. You're getting 200% defense versus just attacking defense 100%, and that's pretty much about it. But you get an additional attack when 50% when performing super attack, additional defense when performing super attack for 1 turn from the first appearance. Okay, don't know why they end up doing that. High chance of performing an additional attack, high chance of evading attacks. So we'll see that again and again. See these benefits here, which I think they added nicely. And then this piece here, additional evade 10% with each attack evaded within the same turn. So I think that's going to be very beneficial as well. So this is definitely going to be a unit that you're going to put a lot of dodge on in the hidden potential system, right? So once you transform, and then this is a automatic transformation unit, right? It doesn't, you don't just sit around and hit an active skill. It automatically transforms for you, and you go into Super Saiyan Gotenks. What happened here? Okay, I thought I had the information, but I guess it doesn't have the information on here. Give me 1 second here. All right, let's go to Dokkan info here. So yeah, you have the attack and defense 200%, and then you have a 30% chance of critical hit, 70% chance of launching an additional attack, has a 100% chance of becoming a super attack at the start of the round. So that's huge. And then you have this great boosting here for 4 turns on the super attack. So again, having some additional defensive mechanic, but the most important thing, you have that 50% chance of evasion, and then you have an additional 20%. What's this, after player hit? Wait a minute. an additional 20%. There we go. When you evade enemies' attack, it increases. So every time you evade, you increase by 20% as well, right? So you have a 50% chance, and then now 20% versus 10%. And then from the 4th turn onwards, there's a high chance of recovering 30% HP from the start of turn. So again, really, really nice boost here. Let me go back to this and see if Super Saiyan, yeah, Super Saiyan 3 is on here. Okay. So once you get to Super Saiyan 3, right, huge boost. Greatly raises attack and defense for 4 turns, so semi-stacking here. And then key +3 and 300% to attack and defense, plus an additional 100% to attack and high chance of performing a critical hit. When performing a super attack, which is very, very strong there, and then a great chance of evading, so that's 70%, plus an additional enemy attack 20% with each attack performed, so 70%, and, I'm sorry, with each attack evaded, not performed. So technically you get 110%, right? So if you evade, then you get an additional 20%, would be 90%, and then you get 110, okay, and then performs critical hit for 1 turn from first appearance. So again, they did a good job on this, and everybody here should be, easying this unit, and he's on a bunch of categories here that could be highly beneficial. It would have been nice on like the first stage. They just provided guard for 2 turns or something before you transform, or maybe even 1 turn. That's again, this is kind of where they add this 50% defense right here for that 1 turn. But again, you have some stacking ability, which is nice. But ultimately, again, this video got me thinking about this here. So if, generally speaking, if the unit doesn't, if the unit comes out with another unit, Dual Dokkan Fest, we normally see both of them get EZA'd in either the same celebration or a celebration right afterwards. And that's what I'm thinking right now, is right afterwards is Golden Week. And I'm thinking it's one of these 2 categories now. Majin Power and Artificial Life Forms. Is it going to be a Buu Saga? Again, because we've had this in 2022, so it's been 4 years, right? Or it could be Artificial Life Forms. So if I look at Majin Power, something I kind of don't want to see, but maybe if it's Artificial Life Forms, we look at some of these options here, basically a lot of Cell, right? So we can have maybe another Cell Saga type of boost here, right? So, but kind of already had one with the Super Vegeta, right? So, or I'm sorry, Big Bang Vegeta, right? So I'm like, okay, I'm going to take that out of the discussion here. Are they going to go Super 17, right? Could they go there? Are we maybe gonna go Majin Buu Saga and finally get a LR Kid Buu? Right? I'm just looking at the options here. So if there is going to be 2 options, if this was a special pose, again, part 2 of the special pose celebration with God Topo, maybe part of, because remember it's going to be a Dual Dokkan Fest, is it going to be Artificial Life Forms or Majin Power? Because Majin Power is a lot smaller category, right? So you only have these units here, but I guess it could make some sense, right? I've seen people predict a lot of different things, but when is it the last time where you even had a Majin Buu Saga celebration? It's been a while. 9-year anniversary, we end up getting the boost to the LR Buu and the LR Vegito Blue, or I'm sorry, Super Vegito. But we really haven't had a celebration yet, so we could possibly see that. And that's kind of what I'm thinking, is it has to be one of these 2 if this unit is getting an EZA. Maybe I'm totally off on this, but Dokkan has does generally provide some clues to what's coming next. Sometimes it's a blank slate, but if they end up being a Majin Buu Saga, are you guys going to be upset about that? Because we will see this unit EZA, which is just, we need as many Extreme Z Awakenings for Extreme Class units, right? Or are we going to see Artificial Life Forms? But Artificial Life Forms, I don't think it's going to be a Cell Saga, because we generally just had that with Saiyan Day, which would just leave maybe Super 17, a GT. I haven't seen one of those in a while. Could they bring a Raleigh back? I don't know. I'm trying to think of anything else. Maybe some of these other movie bosses type units on here, but Harutogarn kind of took care of that of recently. So Super 17, I guess, is the only other kind of choice. And then they could LR this guy, or sorry, EZA this guy. I don't know. Again, these are just my thoughts. I wanted to make this video. I didn't want to just go over, you know, the EZAs and the units, because most of you guys already seen all that and the translations and things of that nature. But just really got me thinking what possibly could be coming next for Golden Week based off of all this. And this is what I'm gonna fall down toward: Majin Power Artificial Life Forms. And if it's gonna copy this right here, Special Pose being the main one, Majin Power. So did we just get a clue and a finale of saying, hey, Dokkan is going to have a Majin Buu saga, or at least Majin Power on this one here as the extreme part of Golden Week? Anyway, let me know in the comments section below if, what you guys think about all this. Do you agree, disagree? What do you guys think Golden Week's going to be? How do you like the new EZAs? And with that, if you're new to my channel, like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. Thank you all for watching. Keep on Dokkaning. We'll catch you next time. Later.